Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Little update here on this 70 AMT Fire Chief car we've been working on. I think I've got the interior buttoned up. I finished this off earlier today with some Tamiya what was it, X7? Yeah, X7 red and some flat testers for the seats, but we got a radio painted up, put it in. We made our flashlight to put in there. Can't really see much detail on that dashboard in there, but I put a wood grain to it. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Try to put a little bit of a wood grain in there and just highlight some of the gauges. I did put a gear selector and a turn signal indicator on there. Again, the old AMT kit, the steering wheel touches the seat. But you know what? When it's inside the car, you can't hardly see any of it anyway. So that much of it's done. And I've got my rear bumper back here trying to dry up. But the big news of the day is, I don't know about you guys, but about every time when I start a new project, there's always one thing that remains in the back of my mind for the entire build, whether I get through it or it gets through me. This one, the dreaded red plastic monster got me. So if you can see the red bleeding through. And that just, I'm not real sure what I'm going to do about it yet. The paint is completely dried. I don't know if I want to take the time to let it cure out and give it a good wet sand, see if I can't maybe put another few light coats over it. But I'm sure the bleed through will just come back. When I reprimed it, day before yesterday, I bought some automotive dark gray primer, and I shot a coat of that over the white Tamiya fine surface primer. I let that gas out for a couple hours, and then I wet sanded it real good. And then I shot it with another coat of the dark gray primer, thinking that, you know, that would alleviate the bleed through for me. But obviously I was wrong. I think you can see the difference between the hood and the top of the fender here. It didn't bleed through everywhere, but it did bleed through. But you know, you win some, you lose some, but I'm still kind of up in the air about it. I don't know if I just want to go ahead and try to finish it and use this as, you know, this whole build anyway was supposed to be a learning experience for me about trying to cut in door lines and stuff, things like that. And I didn't really get the best job in the world done on the back window. But, you know, I think I achieved my goal of learning how to do this and adding the B-pillar and the items around the doors. But, you know, I have built enough of the Revell Mack fire trucks that are molded in red to know that the red is your enemy, and I probably should have just primered this with some flat black paint and been done with it, because that seems to be the only thing that's worked for me in the past. But I'm going to let it set for a day, think about it, and I like I said, I may just go ahead and finish it up, put it all together, and you know, get the decals on it, the light bar and stuff, and get it on the shelf before I go, because if I dump it in the strip tank, it's probably going to take all of my Bondo and stuff out. And you know, at this point, I really don't want to start all over, having pretty much everything's done except I need to paint the frame, and just let that dry and throw everything else together, because it's all here. The rear pan, I don't know if you can see that pink hue in that or not, but it's definitely there. I think that's a good shot right there. You can see the pink in it versus where that's where my Bondo was, where it's white. But you win some, you lose some. But the build's not over. I appreciate all you guys watching and commenting. And, you know, like I said, put a lot of work in on this interior. And I don't want to really lose all that work to just a bleed-through paint job. Which, I mean, overall, I mean, the door lines came out pretty good. I mean, I didn't do too bad of a job. I mean, they're hidden, but like right here, you can see where I had the Bondo on the body to cover that door line. But I don't know. We'll let it set for a day or two. I'll ponder it, try to figure out what my options are. If anybody has any suggestions, please feel free to put them in the comments and let me know what you think. And, you know, we'll go on about our business, living life as normal. I mean, it's a model car at the end of the day, and we got a lot more of them to build. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you in the next video.